824 with Joe Piscopo. I know why Al put this song on. You want a man. You want a man. You want a guy's guy. You want a guy who's a real guy, a patriot from the NYPD, a kick-butt guy. Bo Dietl is your guy. Bo, welcome back to the show, brother. How you doing this morning?
Ain't no better than the Four Seasons, man. I would say they're up there with the best three groups of all time. The Four Seasons, man. Frankie Valli,
yep.
Singing away.
You know what? And still going, approaching 80 years old. He's got to be 76, 77 years old.
You're being very kind. I love Frankie. I know him very personally. I ain't saying nothing. All I'm saying is the man is alive and well and singing like a
and he's got a 26-year-old girlfriend. I'm just saying, Bo. I'm just saying. Huh?
You know what that's about, right, brother? It keeps you young.
I don't want to say nothing. Hey, Bo, listen. Morano tells me it was so funny the other day. Bo's running for mayor. He didn't announce it on our show. I go, look, Bo's a buddy. He's going to come on our show. But I wanted to verify. Can we verify this right now, Bo Dietl?
Okay, I'm going to verify it right now, and let me tell you how it all transpired.
Yes, sir.
My son was a victim of a whole robbery around his neck. They robbed his watch. He just graduated college. He's got a great job. They went out that night of rage to a bar, and then they coming out, and the guy grabs around his neck and then robs his watch. And you know what? I never find out about it till 4 or 5 days later. He don't want to tell his father. This is my business. I was a homicide thing. This is my business. He don't want to tell his father. So when I find out about it, I call the detective. I tell my son, "You get over here. We'll meet with the detective." He goes, "Dad, if this is going to start a fight between you and I'm not doing it. I'm not getting my watch back. I don't want to deal with this. What difference? The thing that killed me was what difference does it make? People getting robbed all over, nobody's reporting it." I said, when that happened, I said, you know what? My son never reported it, but this is what's going on in New York with all these stupid statistics. They get shoved those statistics because I know what the fear factor in this city is. People are walking around. People are afraid. And what's happening is the cops are not proactive the way they used to be. They're not getting involved with things. So then all of a sudden with the traffic situation with these friggin' bike lanes, first thing I'm going to do is get a bulldozer and take these bike lanes out. The traffic is obscene.
You're right.
My city. I was mugged 500 times. I was hospitalized 30 times. I was stabbed shot. This city I love, and it's turning into Chicago, Detroit, or even across the river over in Newark. It's turning into a toilet bowl. And if we don't steer it straight, and this Big Bird de Blasio, if he doesn't straight, he's out of here. I saw him 2 weeks ago. I told him, Big Bird, I'm coming for you. Here's the announcement. The announcement was Tuesday. My uncles were Italian. They were all dead. Right? One's still alive. And they were all Democratic Italians, right?
Yeah.
Democratic. And then we had a thing with that great man I met back in '86 when I ran for Congress, a guy named Ronald Reagan. You've got what they call Ronald Reagan Democrats. On Tuesday, I re-registered myself with the Board of Elections in New York State as a Democrat. On Thursday, I announced that I'm coming for Big Bird. I'm going to run him on the primary, the Democratic primary, string all these other guys. No one's got no balls to run against him. I got balls to come in. I'm coming after him. I'm going to get all support from across the board. I want Asians, blacks, Hispanics. New York is everybody's city, and it's not going to be put into the toilet bowl. I want people to feel safe in New York City. When they walk the streets of New York City, I want them to feel comfortable the way we used to. It used to be a nice feeling when you want to go out at night. I want that feeling back. As far as with the stop and frisk goes, you want to know something? I want to go into the communities, East Harlem, Bed-Stuy. I want to talk to the community people and ask them if they would like it to come back in some form to get these guns off the street with these gangbangers and all that. We've got to clean this city up. New York City is the capital of the world, and I want to bring it back like that. And Big Bird ain't got it. This guy, he wants to run a progressive city. Let him go to San Francisco. Let him go over to Chicago. Let him go to Baltimore. We've seen the results of these progressive cities. Toilet bowl. And what have they done for our inner city? No one understands the problems. Our kids, 50% of them under 25, don't have jobs in our inner city. In our inner cities, what they're worried about is going to college. I'm not worried about college. I didn't go to college. How about we teach them trades, get them some jobs? You need a job. Everybody's got a college degree and they can't find a friggin' job.
That's it.
What it's all about is getting to the root. What is the problem in our inner cities? And then unemployment is one of the biggest problems in our inner cities. And this last president didn't deal with it, but we certainly could make New York City as the example for the rest of the country how we will combat the problems that are going to. It's like a powder keg ready to go at any time. If there's an incident, they'll be rioting again because you got a lot of kids on the street who ain't got jobs, ain't got nothing to do, and they're just waiting for the problem. Then you got all these rebel rousers with this Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, man. And they just sit back. You got the new Black Panther Party want to kill cops.
Hey, Bo. So you're going to register as a Democrat?
No, I'm not going to. I am a registered
You registered
Democrat.
as a Democrat. If the Republicans gave you their nomination, would you accept that?
No.
Really, going to go as a Democrat?
Oh, you mean no? You mean if
Yeah.
I'm a Democrat? No, if the Republicans want to, hey, I've seen guys run on two-party labels. If the Republicans, hold on a second.
Yeah.
If the Republicans choose to put me on their line, also, I would welcome it. I would welcome an independent.
Because what I gotta say, 8:30 with Bo Dietl, the great Bo Dietl, a former hero cop in NYPD, an all-around great guy, running for mayor of New York against Bill de Blasio. You know what? I know you, and we joke around a lot, but you know, and are very, very close with a lot of the big guns in the city who are very well financed. But listen, Bo, stay with me. Now, all these guns, I don't want to mention their names because we want to protect their privacies, but they are the biggest of the big, and they are the richest of the rich, but they are grounded and wonderful, good, great New Yorkers and American citizens. Are they behind you?
I have gotten phone calls and emails from across the board. Please, Bo, please, don't kid around with this. Please, New York needs you. And when people start telling me they need me, look, I didn't really want to do this. I have a pretty good business for 31 years. I make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. 98% of my employees are African American or minority that work as security guards for me. I really didn't want to get into this, but you want to know something? Now I want it because I want to save this city. And the reason I'm doing it is for this city. I love New York. And when New York is turning into a toilet bowl the way it is, and if you put Big Bird back in there, it'll be a toilet bowl. My problem right now is he got elected with 18% with 1199 and 32 BJ. I know a lot of the union guys, too. And because you're in the union doesn't make it that you have to vote for Big Bird de Blasio with this progressive agenda. We've got to have a conservative Democrat with a social inclusion is what I'm about. I believe in everyone, and I believe in everyone's rights, and I believe that this city, New York City, is the greatest city in the world, and I want to make it great again. All these real estate guys that I know, everybody's saying, please, Bo, get going, run.
Wow.
Now, what's happening in the Democratic Party, you got Scott Stringer, you got a lot of other people that talk a good game, but you know what? When it comes down to check yourself, they don't want to come in and they don't want to run head on. I want to run head on in the Democratic primary because I believe it's about 8-1 Democratic registration in New York City. You're not going to run as a Republican. Look, I don't have $200 million like Bloomberg had to run. But my point is, you run. Why can't I be a Democrat? I believe in a lot of things the Democrats believe in, but I disagree in some things. I agree in a lot of things the Republicans agree, and I disagree so much. So I'm going back to my roots as an Italian American Democrat. And that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a Ronald Reagan Democrat.
Who's your campaign manager?
Well, I'm meeting with this guy, Hank Circle of Cough. What's his name? Steinkoff. He's one of the big guys.
Shinkoff. Hank Shinkoff?
Hank Seinkoff tomorrow.
Wow.
And I'm going to talk to him, and I'm very serious about this thing. I mean, that just shows you how serious I am. He's probably the number one political guy.
But Bo, you're running for mayor of the greatest city in the world. You and I, we can't have fun out there anymore.
Well,
we can't. They'll have cameras out there. You can't dance the way you dance, Bo.
You know where I'll be Thursday night. Come on now, that'll be the mayor's table. Come on. All I can say, Joe, is all serious talking.
Yes.
You know, I love this city. And
yes, you do.
I've had an apartment in New York City, and I pay New York taxes. They nailed me in 1998. They nailed me, even though I didn't live in the city.
Yeah.
I had an apartment, and I had to pay 4%. They told me I owed them $2 million. And then they made an agreement for $500,000. I paid them. So I am a New York City resident, and I'm going to run as a New York City Democrat, New York State, an American Democrat. As far as the presidential campaign, it has nothing to do with me running for mayor of New York.
All right, and you'll bring back stop and frisk?
Well, I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to teach one thing, and I'm going to tell, look, the New York City Police Department is 60% diversified other than white. We have a great police department. It's so diversified, but we got to let them do their jobs. We got to get them. And part of doing their jobs is going to be, you could toss somebody, you could pat somebody down. It's a way of respecting somebody. If you want respect, if a cop wants respect, they got to give respect. And if you want respect from a cop, you've got to be respectful to that cop. I get pulled over, and I don't care about, detective. I get pulled over, I say, excuse me, sir, I'm sorry. What did I do?
Exactly.
And then I say, excuse me, by the way, I'm a retired detective. And when people respect cops and don't treat them like garbage, the cops are going to respect them back, and that's going to be the order of Mr. Mayor Bo Dietl. You want respect from the community? You respect those people in those communities.
Bo, before we let you go, we're making news here, man. The homeless. There's a homeless situation. What's going on?
Here we go with the homeless.
Yeah.
The homeless thing is, I'm in Penn Station every day when I get my shoe shine. I see guys defecating, urinating all over the place. I see people with little girls and little boys, sons and daughters walking around, and they have to look at this disgusting thing. There's a fine line between people's rights and the rights of people who don't understand what they're doing. These people are mentally ill.
Yeah.
We must help them.
Yeah.
We have to help them. It's not a thing of me gathering them up like little nuts and going and gathering all the little nuts up. No, it's a thing where I want to help these mentally challenged people that are out there by leaving them on the street.
I got you.
I'm not helping them.
Yeah.
So anybody that believes there's all these liberal-minded, progressive yo-yos, by leaving them on the street where they're hurting themselves, or where they can hurt someone else, or you get a young cop that doesn't know how to react to one of these emotionally disturbed people, and then he has a knife in his hand, an emotionally disturbed person, to protect him against other homeless people, and he pulls it out. The cop shoots him. What do I got then? I got a dead New Yorker. I'd rather bring him in, get him some psychiatric consultant, and you know what? We got plenty of places. Also, all my real estate friends, they're all making hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. We're going to call upon to see how we can get some of that tax money that they're paying and put it into low-income housing in all 5 boroughs where people would feel safe. We don't have to make terraces. We can make nice, beautiful apartments that are safe and clean in all 5 boroughs, and let's get some really places where people feel good about living there, not in some urine-infested
Bo Dietl running for mayor. It is official. And
I need you on board, Joe.
I'll throw my support right here, right on the air for you right now. I think you're spectacular, Bo. We love you. I know how committed you are, but do me just one favor, if I may ask my friend Bo Dietl. Before you formally start this thing, you and I need a night out, because I'm telling you, it's going to be the last good time we have for at least 4 years when you win. All right?
Joe, the other night I was with the Greek Americans with Vice President Biden out in Southampton. We had a beautiful thing for his son, Bo Biden.
That's great,
and
man.
we were out with them, and I'm going to tell you something. Chris Cuomo was there. Andrew Cuomo's Mario's son, and Chris.
Brother, sure.
I told him, let your brother know, the governor, I'm a Democrat now, and I would love to speak with him because I love this support. Because the Cuomo family, I go back when Mario Cuomo gave me a beautiful award when we locked up the guys that raped the nun and all that. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, I want the governor, I want all the good Democrats in this city and Republicans and independents to come out. Right now, everyone says, oh, Bo, it's a Democratic machine. Well, you want to know something? I know part of the machine. I want the machine to roll with me. I want to ride with the machine. I need the support of all the great Democratic leaders to understand the city's going the wrong way, and the guy who could bring the city back. Hey, look, no college education here, but I have an education, a doctorate of the streets, and I know how to fix things.
Doctor of the streets. That's it. Bo Dietl, mayor for New York, doctor of the streets. Hey, you know what, Bo? You're making sense, man. We love you. We're behind you, Bo. Keep us posted.
All right. We love New York. We'll repolish this apple.
Keep us posted, Bo Dietl. We love you, man. Bo Dietl running for mayor. 8:39 right now with Joe Piscopo. Al Gattulo standing by. He's got the headline news right here on AM 970.